Even I will come back in the morning. Before I will come back, you have already boiled water for me to bathe. After my bathing, you have sex with me. One day I ask you, why do you always have sex with me even when I'm tired? You say this for you to build bond with me, for me to know that you are not against me, that I'm doing it for our survival. Oh,
Bruises, and become. Hello, beautiful people. You're welcome to another superb edition of the Dianamond podcast. My name is Diana Babatokbe, in case it's out on that. You're welcome to the concluding story of the Nneka. You would recall that we shared part 1 and part 2 of the story. In case you missed it, go back and go watch it. The only thing that I would ask of my audience is for you guys to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is all that I need from you. The next voice you'll be hearing will be that of Nneka. Sit back, relax, we'll be right back. Beauty, bruises, and becoming. Welcome back.
now I calculated 10,000 divided by 30 days. It was not up to 300,000. It was not up to 300. That means even a pack of this smallest Indomie pack cannot even afford it a day. So my daughter is practically hungry if that is the case, and I have to rely on him on that. And if I should complete it to get her the Indomie, that means she'll be eating once a day. Understand? And I told them that I cannot, that if he cannot pay 50,000 naira every month for her daughter's upkeep, after all, he has a shop. I'm not doing anything. The shop we paid in his name. Today is his own. My sweat there is in vain. That I don't have a shop. I don't have anything doing. So he will pay nothing less than 50k for management. He said that he cannot afford it. So the man involved, his name is Chinonso Bad. aka that is the popularly known as Nonsonkwa. He's a well activist. You can Google him both Facebook or anywhere at all. He's a well activist. You can even confirm from him. The man now said, okay, for a start, he will be paying me 30,000 naira. Then the school fees is 65,000, but he will be paying me 40,000 for school fees while I run around to complete it. So we agreed on that. Only for him to come back and say that he will not pay that money. In fact, that he's no longer interested, that they should bring legal paper for him to sign. One, he cannot afford such money, that he cannot afford it. And secondly, that the child is not answering his name, that he cannot train a child that is not his. The man now asked me, how come the child is not answering his name? And I told the man, there was a time I wanted to travel to US. Somebody was helping me to process my papers. So we were now deliberating on an easy platform to use so that I will not be denied visa. This was before this person, Donald Trump, even assumed power during this one, that the past administrator now, the past government. That time he won election newly. So I was like, okay, how are we going to do it? He said he was the one that said, okay, since I have a book I wrote and that book is on Amazon, before we met, before we started marriage stuff and all that, and that these my children are already answering Daniel, and that book is under Daniel, there is only him and this little baby that is answering Ndubeze. That let them change their name, that is easier for them to change, that he will change, than me and the other 2 of my children to change their name. And considering the fact that I already have something to hold on to, that this is real me, and that book has been there for years, that it will be easy for US to verify the book than us changing our name to his own name. Now it's easy part. For me then it was It was a very thoughtful idea, though I kicked against it because I always think about the future. I'm a Capricorn, so it's in my nature. Anything I'm doing to calculate future more than now. Sometimes my mother will be shouting at me that I should forget about the future and do now to survive. I told him no. Let it not be tomorrow. Your family or your friends will use it to taunt you and kick against you. Then you will turn against me. Because you are feeble, you are not firm. You are not that disciplined to stand on your words. He said there is nothing like that. This one, that one, he convinced me. I will send you the affidavits. I have to go to court to do affidavits in order to do my passport. I will send you everything as an evidence. He now have to go to NIN. I don't know if you have legal rights to NIN portal. You Google it. Emmanuel Ndubeze Daniel. That was the first idea. I will send you his picture so that when you see it, you will now see what I'm saying. He now go to NIN. We did our NIN to Daniel. So since this one is just a baby, no vitals and no certificate, tangible certificate already done. Even birth certificate is just hospital one, which is not valid. So I now have to go to local government and did her own birth certificate to file it as the documents needed for my processing and for it to be easier to bring them over. Since then, we have not thought about changing that name, at least in a peaceful form. But he started raising alarm when this issue started, that I don't respect him, that I talk to him anyhow. I said, if talking to you anyhow is the crime that I committed, I'm guilty of it because husband and wife quarrels at home. You call me names, I call you names sometimes at the heat of it. In fact, it was because of that issue that made me to travel to Omahia to give you a break. At least you should have told me that you don't want, or even go after another woman on your own terms, not using me as a bet for a woman to pity you. You talk to him that I'm a prostitute, something I did for you to survive, which you encourage me. I will come back in the morning. Every dime I made, I will give it to you. That money will judge you. I will cry. Even I will come back in the morning. Before I will come back, you have already boiled water for me to bathe. After my bathing, you have sex with me. One day I ask you, why do you always have sex with me, even when I'm tired? He said it's for you to build bond with me, for me to know that you are not against me, that I'm doing it for our survival.
Bruises, and becoming.
So sis, I'm sorry for the long note. What I want now is someone that will help me do it legally with their letterheading, understand, so that it will be authentic tomorrow. If eventually, because I know that tomorrow he might come back, but if that happened, let me have a legal backup that will chase him away from us, because he's a big manipulator. I did not add that he even told the girl, my daughter, he even told the girl that my daughter, I ran away and abandoned her. So the girl was paying him. The girl was giving him 5,000 naira every day for my daughter's upkeep. I did not know. And I was the one feeding my daughter, even on my sick bed. I just hate myself. I couldn't believe that I have to go through all this sacrifice to help a man. I just pray that my children will not be in that position, because it won't happen. I won't allow it. Please, I need help so that this guy will stay away from me and my family for good. I just need help, something that will put him off, both talking about us, both anything. The guy have not posted me on Facebook for 15 years of our togetherness. He did not post me on Facebook. He did not post me on Instagram. But today he's talking about how a woman useless him and all that. If you go to his page, you'll see everything. I'll send you his full name. You see the shit he's writing there against a woman that he was never proud of. I don't know why nature treats me like this. But whatever it is, I will only do nothing but trust God and believe that He knows the best. I just pray that everything works together for good and that whatever happened, He will live to reap the fruit of it, whether good or bad. If I have been evil to Him like He portrays me to be, I pray that everything He lay His hands upon will be a blessing. I pray that the Almighty will bless him and his family. But if not, may God visit him the way they visited me. May everything they planted in my life be their portion. May they reap the fruit thereof. Even his own sisters, may they never be loved by any man.
So we got to the part that I do not find interesting, especially since, we had to use some vulgar languages and all of that there. But then I get the emotional aspect of what she was feeling, which is valid. Very, very valid. My name is Dianamond. It's a big pleasure that I've had you stick on to the story even from the very start. That was Nneka. This is a real life story. If you're a legal person in the house or you have one or two words of advice for Nneka, please feel free to contact the Dianamond brand. I will be more than willing to take your feedback and share that with her where necessary. Catch you on the very next one. Until then, via beauty, bruises, and becoming.